That lasted all of about 24 hours, so let's change it up again. 2 days ago, this is what my office setup looked like. And after yesterday, this is what it looks like. Long story short, 2 4K monitors, unnecessary for what I'm doing. Makes the laptop work really hard, don't need that. We're actually gonna downgrade to some upgraded 1440 monitors. We've got 1 and 2 of these UltraGear monitors. Check them out. 27-inch 1440p UltraGear monitor. The 27GS75Q to be exact. 180 Hz refresh, G-Sync, IPS, HDR, yada yada yada, fast response, all the good stuff. I knew somebody that could use the 4K monitors, and these 1440 monitors are on mega discount this weekend, half off, so it's kind of a win-win. Let's just do it. Aha! Box hoarders unite! This is the tricky part when you're by yourself. Getting it in the protective wrap without touching the screen. And voila! A smarter man had put the wrap on before he took it off the mount, huh? We're gonna give that a try. Wow, that was way easier. Good as new. Almost. Got to put all the little odds and ends in. The spaghetti mess. But pretty much good as new. All original packaging. Says right there, don't use a razor blade. Be very careful. If you are going to use a razor blade, you're not supposed to. I suggest just the tip. Don't lay it on screws. Do the 1, 2, 3, 4 click. Tighten clockwise. No drill. Pretty straightforward. Don't touch the screen. Don't grab it from the bottom. So we can just... We've got the stand that we're going to keep wrapped up because we're putting on a monitor arm. We've got the arm mount, which we're also going to keep wrapped up because it's going on a monitor arm. I'm not even going to take it out of the package. I don't even know why I took the stand out of the package, just to show you, I guess. We'll keep it nice and pretty brand new for when we change things up in another 24 hours. And there she is in all her glory. Don't choke your baby. Don't let your baby open their mouth with the plastic on their head. I think that's what that means. And then whatever this says. All right. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. All right, we got this fancy new wireless microphone system that ties right in. We're gonna give that a go so you can hear all my grunts and moans while I hang these monitors. Man, I should really just like bring this camera level up so you can actually see me. Yeah, we're gonna hang the far one first. I try to do this without touching any of the screen, so I like to lift it a little bit by the cover. Not fabric. What the hell's that called? I don't know. Oh no! I didn't back it out far enough. Thick. No. Round screwdrivers. Can't trust them. All right. Let's try that again. Oh yeah, it's the poison. It's Cusco's poison. The poison for Cusco. All right, back to it. See, this is why you shouldn't work alone. The voices come out. The inside voices become outside voices and everything goes to hell. Very nice. I don't know what this is for. Do you know what this is for? You don't need that. I'm gonna pick that up. You ever just setting up a new office, jamming your heart out on your Bluetooth speaker, Spotify DJ comes on, says some stuff, and then just doesn't play any music? It's a real buzzkill. That's a very anti-DJ move. You know, if I had half a brain, I'd get a like nice towel or blanket and lay it down so I don't have to do the monitor gymnastics, but I left that half of my brain at home, so here we go. Okie dokie, Dr. Jones. Oh, like a frickin' glove. And honestly, those other monitors were great, but the color scheme was off. Everything's dark in here. Those were light monitor, well, not light, white. It's nice because they have the black bezel on the front, but the entire back of the monitor was white, and this is a working environment. Things get dirty. Things get dusty, which, okay, the argument could be made that dust shows up more noticeable on black than white, but still, keep your grimy fingers off my monitors, especially when they're white. Okay. These are definitely lighter and less bulky than the other monitors too. Now here's the deal. We didn't just get a new monitor setup. We're cleaning up the whole setup. So that meant new accessories, new cables, new hiding things, new boot goofing. Oh! So let's show you what we got. You might have noticed that I'm a CalDigit TS4 user. Big fan of that docking system. And it just sat on top of the desk forever. But I think it's time for an under-desk mount. So we've got the brackets that hold it in place, and then the brackets that hold the power supply in place under the desk. Nice clean mounting. Nice little pictures for those of us that can't read. Thank you. All the parts list, and they give you options. You can either screw it in place for the heavy-duty, beefy buffer mount, or you can double sticky it. And then they've got some silicone protectors in there for when you slide that in place, so we'll get to that in a minute. Oh, spoilers. That's right, a brand new DisplayPort cable. And to get the full, I think it maxes at 180 Hertz, you need DisplayPort 1.2 or higher. So that's what we're gonna run. We had some kicking around, but for this clean setup, we're gonna be running cables all the way underneath, all the way across the desk. So we've gotta have some length. Sometimes it's about the girth, sometimes it's about the length. Well, these monitors are definitely a lot lighter than the last ones were. It's time for a chair test. Oh, the seams! We're fixing that. That's what we're here for. That's what these tests are for. It's a highly technical process. Leave this to the professionals. I just want to get things relatively close because we still have to do cable running. We got to pull the bezel protectors off, all that kind of stuff, but I think we're relatively close. Oh yeah. Nice and straight. Ran into a little bit of a hiccup. The desk has this like flippy outlet deal. I've left it flipped down and plugged things in underneath, and it left it nice and clean. But these new power connectors go the wrong way and they're too big. Thought this was gonna be kind of an issue. Then I realized we can just turn the thing. So, problem solved. Problem unsolved. The things are still too chonky. I planned on mounting multiple outlets in one brick, also known as a power strip, surge protector if we're gonna be technical about it, underneath for everything to plug into, but I really want it underneath. I like how clean not having anything plugged in on top is. And then it would be kind of nice to be able to flip this over and utilize it for spare outlet as needed here or there. I don't know. I could plug these in right there, but it's just kind of ugly. I don't know if you can see me, but I've got length. And since this used to be mounted against a corner, I had all the cabling hidden behind, and I still have my mounting point for my surge protector. Could just plug everything in back here. I think I might do that. Okay, we're assembling the CalDigit under desk mount. And it has these little like silicone bumpers. I don't know if you can see them there, so that just protects the underside of it. But the other thing is they have, one side of them has a little notch so that you can't push the thing out. And it very clearly has L for left stamped in that. But the odd thing is, the silicone goes on the bottom, the tabs go on the back, and I may not be able to read whole words, but that's an L, which means left, right there on the right side. Slight oversight, perhaps. And I thought, you know, well, maybe I'm being stupid. Maybe the slide out preventer goes on the front. But that just doesn't make any sense to me. Oh, I just had a hiccup. Excuse me. I'm not concerned about pulling this thing out from under the desk. I'm concerned about plugging something in from the front and accidentally going woo with it. Maybe I'm the idiot. I don't know. Update number 2 on mounting this under the desk. The L is definitely stamped on the right side. And to confirm that quality of this kit, the provided screws just broke. I was screwing it into basically particle board, MDF. This is basically a thick MDF top. And the screw broke. I think we might just be double sticky in this guy, because yikes. All right, so I should have shopped around a little bit more on this CalDigit mount. I mean, it's going fine. We got the double sticky going, but I lay the power supply in here and trying to figure out where I want placement under the desk. And I noticed something, you know, it's got these tabs to hold it in place too, but to overcome the tabs, you gotta go higher than the mount, which means once this is mounted, it's mounted. You can take the CalDigit in and out of its like slide mount thing, but if you want to remove this power brick for whatever reason, maybe reroute things or something, you're ripping the tape off. Once it's up, it's up. And that also means that we have to let this double sticky tape cure with the power brick pulling down on it. Guys, come on. Like, just make that tab a 1/4 inch shorter. You don't need it to be the most secure thing in the world. This isn't an action cam on the side of a car going down a dirt road. This is just to hold a power brick. Unfortunate oversight. It's cable time. The real question is, are the cables going to be long enough to make it across the desk to the docking station without drilling a hole through the desk? And the answer is definitely perhaps. Oh, I think we did it. I think we accidentally got long enough cables not have to drill through the desk on that side. I like not drilling through desk. I was wrong. We're gonna be just a few inches short. Story of my life. Well, I made one tiny but important error. I eyeballed the length of the data cable going from the laptop to where the docking station was going to be. And turns out my eyeball was a wee bit off. So got a Thunderbolt 4 cable coming tomorrow. Right now I'm just going to have to kind of jank the laptop setup just for testing purposes. But everything else is about ready to rock. So let's see what we got going on. You know what time it is. It's time to pull off that plastic wrap. Oh yeah, but wait, there's more. I can't find the edge on this one. We're just gonna make our own edge. Seamless. So seamless that it wrapped around my underarm. Okay, we gotta Hulk it. That's the only thing I break in this whole process, besides the screw from the cheap mount kit. That's okay by me. It's time for the final chair test. Ooh, that's pretty good. Oh, seams are always a pain, so you kind of gotta just do what you can, but that's pretty good. No, it's not. No, it's not. The problem with this seam in particular is it goes directly through the window in my door. So it is just straight light coming through there. Oh, that monitor needs to come down too. It's not even centered. What am I doing? I forgot to show you one of the other things we got. New mouse pad. I'm not going to take the protective back off of this quite yet until we get everything final placed because it's like real grippy. All right. Keyboard is in the wrong place. Nice. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. She's feeling good. On. And for right now, as I mentioned, we'll just have to do a kind of jank setup on the laptop because don't have a cable that's long enough. Ow! Bonk my head. Let's power up the power strip. See what we get. All right, power. The monitor's doing things. Okay, we got power to both of them. That's good. Power on the main laptop. Drum roll. It's taking a while to boot. Hell yeah, good enough for the girls I date. The suspense is waning. Okay, we've got a display. We've got 2 displays, 3 if you count the laptop. We got to fix some resolution and some orientation. Let's see, display settings. Oh, good, it came up on that one. I was worried that it might come up on the one that wasn't sideways. This is brutal. And then the other thing I wanted to check on is refresh rates. Holy cow, 143. That's so unnecessary. But I like it. The screen keeps flickering, which I don't like, which we may have to look into. Laptop. Yeah, it's capped at 60. Not only capped by 60, but it just is 60. Why are you flickering? We didn't flicker on the old setup. Wait for the longer cable to come in, drill a hole that we're not going to tell anybody about, run the cable, put the laptop on the stand, tweak with some settings, color calibration, and we're going to be there. Overall, I think it's going to be a nice, clean setup. Party on, my dudes. All right, and with that, I would say the new desk setup is a wrap. I really like how everything turned out. The only cord you see is the cord going from the laptop to the docking station, and everything else is just super clean, super simple. I like the under desk mount setup for the CalDigit, still super accessible for all the ports right there next to my armrest, but just a really nice, clean look. I ended up going with a cheap, like $8
laptop stand, because all the ones that I looked at that were really nice, really sturdy, really rugged, high quality, don't have what I would consider sufficient cooling openings on the bottom of it. I mean, some had slats in it, some had an open center, but where the fans are on this laptop were blocked by pretty much everything that I could find in a 10-minute search. So I said, you know what? I don't need anything fancy. I don't need to spend $40 on a machined aluminum brushed fancy dancy laptop stand. I just need something that holds the laptop up. And this one's cheap, simple, effective. And I like when that trifecta kicks in. So we're gonna run it for now. I also ran it pretty much all day off just the laptop fan as far as cooling's concerned. You could hear them spin up when everything really started going, but the fans weren't working nearly as hard as when I had the dual 4K monitor set up. And I think we're gonna be just fine. I'm just gonna rock it like this for now. Just gonna raw dog it. It's not really raw dogging it, it's kind of fancy. Cheap and fancy. I'm gonna stop talking now. Thanks for watching the makeover with me. I'm sure it'll change way sooner than it needs to again. See you next time.